It's celebrations for Liverpool after 30-year wait. Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omorogbe.
I am Tayo Salam. It's great to have you join us again. Yeah, of course, Liverpool, celebration time. 30 years awaited. Finally, they have their hands on the trophy. Jordan Henderson becoming the first Liverpool captain to lift that trophy. I mean, look at all the fantastic players Liverpool have had in the past. Steven Gerrard comes to mind readily. Never got the opportunity to lift the Premier League title that Jordan Henderson did last night.
Yeah, he was able to do something really remarkable the second time. How many trophies has he lifted this year? The FIFA Club World Cup.
This
and
is the most important.
You have the Super Cup. You also have the UEFA
This is the most important. No one cares.
This one in 2 years. How do you do that?
Gosh.
Congratulations to Liverpool fans for being able to get that title after 30 years with
Wow.
laying their hands on it last night. And of course, celebrations continue despite the warnings. Also on the program, a team is going to the Premier League. I'm talking about West Bromwich Albion. So we'll be having Slaven Bilic back in the Premier League after 2 seasons. Of course, Semi Ajayi is also back in the Premier League.
Fantastic. Congratulations to the Baggies. They're back in the Premier League after 2 years away. Of course, Nigeria's own Semi Ajayi playing a very prominent role in gaining promotion for the team. Also on the show, the NBA is back, sort of back there. Scrimmages started last night, and that was between the LA Clippers and the Orlando Magic. Clippers prevailing 99-90 in that game. And Cecilia, I told you guys, nothing is going to stop the NBA from restarting at the end of the month.
We're waiting and anticipating. Of course, there was also another game, New Orleans Pelicans and Brooklyn Nets, 99-68. And of course, we're not starting with the NBA this morning. We're starting with the biggest news right now in Nigeria and of course across Africa. We're having the very first African to actually win a title in a foreign land, and also qualify the team for the UEFA Champions League.
The first Nigerian, the first African to win an European Football League title, not just the foreign land. A foreign land could be Syria, could be in Iraq, could be anywhere else, but European League title.
Okay, that's what you mean. Okay, let's situate it. European League title, right? Okay, that's a league title, but then he will be going to the Champions League, and everyone has been celebrating him. Even just the Nigerian Football Federation also had to send messages to him saying, look, I mean, this is big and this is huge, and it's a wake-up call for everyone. I mean, you have to look for that opportunity, and once you get it, make do with it. And we'll be joined this morning by Ndubisi Ebo. He'll be joining us all the way from Albania, where he led his team to the league title. Good morning, and it's good to have you join us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
It's great to have you join us this morning. Okay, let's just get straight into the business of the day. I mean, everyone has been celebrating you, and everyone has been talking about the fact that, I mean, this is not an easy task, knowing you came all the way from Nigeria and went to Albania to get our title for them. What's the story? How has it been for you?
Well, like I always say to most of the people that I've spoken to, I believe it's not only just a celebration for me, it's a celebration for all Africans, all Nigerians, and all black race everywhere they are for this wonderful, amazing feat that we succeeded in doing all the way far away from my own country in a foreign land. So it's still sinking down because I was just thinking I was doing my job just to train my team to try to win the league after 11 years away, not winning the league. And I didn't know until we won the league when the news opened, and then I got to know that I'm the first African and the first Nigerian to do this feat. And it has been a wonderful time. We're not celebrating yet because we still have 2 games in the league to finish, and then we'll receive the medals and the cup of the championship on the 29th of this month, and then we'll have the finals of the FA Cup also on the 2nd of. So I'm still in the celebrating mood, but we will celebrate more because I want to win the doubles also after the FA Cup finals.
Yeah, the doubles also. Of course, that's going to be a great one if you're able to do that, because knowing that the club is actually celebrating their 100th year anniversary and it's huge. And also the fact that we have this, you have a club that have, been to the Champions League before and have been to the round of 16. I mean, how is this all playing out for you?
Well, it's not only for me, but also for the club, because, like you said, it's the 100 years centenary of the celebration of the club. And since 1999, that was the last time that the club have done this feat to win the league club since 1999. So, long way off. It's a club that is used to winning the league always. They've won the league 25 times, not an easy task. So if we feel elated, we feel we cannot express it by words our feelings right now. But we hope not only just to go in the Champions League, said, but the club have been in the round of 16, want to go more to go into the group stage. So everybody's looking forward to repeat another feat again.
Okay.
All right, Coach, you said 25 league titles, so obviously the team has been successful in the past, but this is the first title in a very long time, and it's not been the most straightforward of seasons because prior to your appointment, you had two other coaches, before you, Adrian and Julian, and you were in the eighth position as well too before you were appointed. How have you managed to achieve this turnaround in such a short space of time that we're not talking about KF Tirana as champions of the Albanian League with 2 matches to play?
It's right. Good analysis of what you said. We started the league with another coach, and then towards the 8th game in the championship, we started having a not good result, and the coach was sacked. Another coach came in, and after 5 games, we won only 1 game, and we lost 3 of them, and one draw, something like that. And he was also removed. And then I was given the mantle to take over. But prior to that, I've been with the team this is my 6th year with the team. From 2014, I've joined the team as assistant coach stroke goalkeepers coach. So I've had many experiences with many coaches coming and going. I've coached also with my team that I played here, also FK Bullies in 2013-2014 season. That is where the club saw me and they brought me over to come and join the team, knowing fully well that I've also left my mark when I played for the team here, winning the league, winning the FA Cup, and winning also the Super Cup with them. So it was like a reunion for me to come back and join the team. And when I was asked one time in an interview, what are your expectations in this team? And I said, I want to win the league again with this team, because I know how I felt winning it as a player, to goalkeeper with the team in the past. So it was not an easy task, like you said. I took it from the 8th position. That is when you're in the 8th position, because it's a 10-team championship. So when you're in the 8th position, you are relegation zone. You are playing for playoff relegation. So that is the situation I took the team. We were down and out psychologically and mentally in every aspect of it. And my first game was the big debut, the biggest debut in the country against SK Partizan of Ghana. And we have now won against them for the past 6 years. And we succeeded in winning that game. That was our turnaround. That was our comeback. And from that game up to the 17th game in the league, we didn't lose any game. We won 16 of them and drew 1. And it's still on record that for more than 36 years, no club or no coach have done it. So it's just a wonderful and amazing feeling that we are having, and we are expecting better is not enough. The best is yet to come. Is my motto always.
Wow, that's quite a turnaround. Fantastic performance and achievement you have right there. When you were appointed, I believe the contract was until the end of the season. Do we have any updates on that? Are you talking about perhaps extending your contract for a few more years?
Yeah, exactly. I was given, first of all, I was given 3 games in December, normally that is what I have done from 2014 that I joined. Whenever a coach is sacked, I've come in as a caretaker coach. I've been coaching the team in 4 or 5 games before, and that we have won 4 of it and drew only 1. So I've had the experiences of coaching the team before. And when I was given 3 games in December, pending for them to find another coach, and then I won 3 games. And they said it cannot be possible to bring any other coach because no coach have done it to win 3 games straight many years in the team. And we are giving you the go-ahead to continue to take over the team. And then I started after many consulting with my advisors and my supporters. And then I decided to take it over. And then all the other thing is a history now. So I have, like you said, until the end of the season, my contract. We are in discussions of continuing. And we are waiting for the 2 games to finish, and before the end of the season, we'll have I think another news about renewing the contract and extension of the contract.
Okay, Coach, were you surprised by the kind of, the kind of celebrations and everything you receive from across the globe, especially in Africa? The fact that you're having someone, from Nigeria winning a European League title. Are you surprised by the opportunities and everything that are coming right now?
Yeah, so surprise is a small word to say. Just like I said before, I didn't know that I'm the first African or the first Nigerian to do this feat because I was focused on just doing my job to fight to win the league with my team. And then when I got the news, my phone there are some messages I've not yet replied because it's sweet. A lot of messages, a lot of phone calls. I've not been sleeping well for the last 3 days. It's call upon call. Many messages have not returned, and I'm just using this opportunity to say to those that I'm very sorry if I've not replied them messages because there are many of them inside my phone. And I have to also do the training, do my training program analysis. I don't have much time to do any extra thing. So it's a wonderful feeling. It's never crossed my mind that this an amazing feat that we achieved here. So when I got the news, then I said, "Wow, this is interesting." But I believe it's not just a celebration for me, like I said before. We should congratulate ourselves as Nigerians, as Africans, as Black, as a Black race, because this is by the grace of God. God is using it to open our eyes. So
right.
For other Europeans or any other people, or Nigerian coaches also, to have confidence in themselves that if they work hard and believe that they can achieve it, then it is possible.
All right, then, Coach, you're pretty much blazing the trail when it comes to African coaches in Europe. And a lot of ex-international, great Nigerian players that have stopped playing that might want to go into coaching. But what would you tell them? How would you tell them to approach, this situation?
Yeah, just like I said, it's not that they will have a problem. They will have issues. They will try also. Some people will try to stop them, not to encourage them, but they need to believe in themselves because that is important. Very important. The more they try to stop you, it have to give you more fighting spirit, more confidence in yourself to do more. Because that is exactly what happened. It was not an easy task for me, being a foreigner and also being a Black coach. So I had a wonderful support from the fans, from other people, from many people. But also, like they said, in every 12 there must be a Judas. There are good people and there are bad people. There are people who don't want to achieve what they want to achieve. But those are the people that help you more if you take it in the positive sense of it. You don't need to allow it to bring you down. They give me a more strength, more energy, fight more to prove to them that I can do it. If I can do it, then any African coach can do it also.
Yeah, interesting. We talk about the attentions you'll be getting and also getting a congratulatory message from Nigeria Football Federation. Now, for you, if you get the opportunity to really, coach the national team, could be the Super Eagles or anyone, will you want to take up the job?
I have been asked this question almost in every interview I've given. First of all, I would like to use this opportunity to thank the president of the NFF and the media officer. They called me, they gave me the congratulatory message. I didn't expect it. These are the surprises that came with it because when I got this type of congratulatory messages, I was saying, wow, what now is beginning to sink in what a massive achievement that we did over here. So like I've said, of course, it's my country. I'm 100% Nigerian. Even though I might have an European passport, it doesn't make me 100% European. I grew up there. I got everything that I have from that country. I played in the highest level there, played with my national team. So anytime I'm called upon to come and help, to raise the football of my country up, because I'm expecting Nigeria. I want us one day to be challenging to win the World Cup, which we have not done for a long time now. So I'm always open. We can never say never to our country. It's like a military service that anytime we are called upon, we have to come and do it for our country.
All right, Coach Emmanuel Egbo, many thanks for joining us on the show this morning. We wish you all the best with the Albanian Cup final on August the 2nd as well. Hopefully you can bring that home. And, Champions League? Champions League qualification is still some time away as well. So we're hoping you can get into the group stage as well. So Coach Egbo, many thanks for joining us on the show. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right. There you go. That's Nigeria's Nigerian coach blazing the trail in Europe, the first to win, and the European League title, the first African as well too by extension. And it's only right he's receiving all this attention right now. That's what happens, Cecilia, when you do something extraordinary.
Success, so many friends.
All right, then let's get on with the show and let's talk about the NBA. We said it at the start of the show. The Clippers and the Orlando Magic are restarting the 2019-2020 NBA season at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. It was a very interesting game. It was strange because there were no fans in the gym, but we still saw some very good plays from the players. Let's just run through results from last night. Clippers 99-90 over the Orlando Magic. The Nuggets defeated the Washington Wizards 89-82. The Brooklyn Nets 68 points. That's all they managed to score against the Pelicans, who scored 99. The Brooklyn Nets, of course, are very, very short-handed at the moment. The Heat and the Sacramento Kings was Miami prevailing 104-98. And now we're talking about the Clippers. Lou Williams, 22 points.
22 points off the bench.
Yeah,
Paul George finishing with 18. Aaron Gordon had 13 points for Orlando. And these guys just have to hit the ground running. Yeah,
they've hit the ground running. Cecilia, I have to say, I didn't expect the players, the kind of level of play I saw yesterday. I thought it was going to take a while. I thought it was going to be a lot of rust out, but the players didn't really show much of that. We saw the big guns in action. Kawhi was there as well. The PG-13 was there. Lou Williams. Despite the fact that they were playing without Patrick Beverley and Montrezl Harrell, the Clippers just showed you that still got depth and a team to really watch out for going into the season proper. Games will continue tonight. The scrimmages, NBA scrimmages, and let's just the Spurs will be in action against the Bucks. You also have the Blazers taking on the Indiana Pacers, featuring Nigerians. Victor Oladipo is expected to play in that game. Mavericks versus Lakers. LeBron James and Anthony Davis will be hitting the court for the first time in about 3 months. And the Phoenix Suns will be taking on the Utah Jazz. Promises to be very exciting. Talked about Victor Oladipo. Looks like he might eventually play in the NBA restart after saying he wasn't going to play before because of injury.
Okay, but right now he's going to be playing, and that's the guy right there practicing with
without
his team,
restrictions.
without no restriction, nothing. So he's practicing well, and he's having a field day in practice. So it simply means tonight we'll be seeing him.
Hopefully. Things is turn, at sports. Hopefully we get to see Victor Oladipo in action for the Indiana Pacers. This guy, we know the quality he brings to the Pacers offense. And, of course, the injuries haven't helped. It's been a very tough year for Oladipo. He's come back from a long layoff, tried to play a few games. Then the NBA was shut down because of COVID, and now he's trying to make another comeback. So, we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And Giannis also is insisting that his focus is on lifting the trophy and not on MVP. Tonight we'll see. All right, that's what he said. We need to go on a break now. We'll come back. We'll be talking about Liverpool, how they're celebrating their league title. welcome back. You guys can talk to us on Twitter and on Facebook. On Twitter and send us an email. Why do I keep saying Facebook? Right? Send us an email and, of course, talk to us on Twitter. And what do you think about what our coach Emmanuel Egbo just talked about, having opportunities for coaches to be able to take the opportunity and do your best? And also, if you can, get that opportunity, just make use of it and do the best that you can. And before you know it, success will come your way. Just put in all your best and you will be successful. And also today we'll continue with our Instagram Live series. And also Konakwan will be talking with Tijani Babangida today. So you guys can also send in your questions. And of course, the questions will all be put up to him. He will be asking so many questions concerning Tijani Babangida. He's playing this. And the team for this one, the theme is turning dreams into reality. That's what it's going to be all about today at 5 p.m., of course, Nigerian time. Iniobong Monday is in the studio on a day after Liverpool lifted the trophy at thrashing Chelsea 5-3. Good morning. It's good to have you join us.
Good morning, Cecilia. Good morning, Tayo. Yeah. Great to be here. Right. On a day Liverpool fans are absolutely bringing the champagne out of ice. Yeah. On a day where you'd feel it's quite amazing what they've achieved in the past 2 years, really, because they won the Champions League last season. And to win the title in the manner they've done, in the stupendous fashion they've done, playing some really breathtaking football is quite sensational. And people said they took their foot off the gas a little bit, losing 3 games or 2 games in the space of 5 games after losing only once in 29. I tell people that when you win a title after 30 years, I mean, you're allowed to go. You're allowed to go to the Bahamas in your head. Yeah. You're allowed to go to Dubai in your head. And what a fabulous! But I'd like to say a word about Emmanuel Egbo. Yes. Great achievement. Absolutely amazing. I'm always of the opinion, unpopular opinion though, that Nigerian coaches lack ambition. And it's great to see someone go out there.
That's not really called Nigerian coaches. Just say some.
A lot of Nigerian coaches, I agree. I take that back. I take that back. A lot of Nigerian coaches lack ambition. They do not want to go out there and really challenge themselves. And this is someone who's done something quite unbelievable. And we've got to give him, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's a bit overboard. The Albanian league is not a big league. But goodness gracious, to go out there and do what he's done is quite amazing. And I hope that this will be a springboard for other coaches to really aspire to want to go out there. Not necessarily, maybe Europe might be big, but go out somewhere. Go to Asia. Go to other African countries and just really expose yourself, because I see Emmanuel Egbo coaching the Super Eagles sometime. Because when you keep building your CV, as a manager, at some point your nation will say, come please, we need you. But when you hang around Nigeria looking for the under 17 jobs, the under 20 jobs, you're not really building yourself, you're not really challenging yourself. And I think it's done really exceptionally.
Yes, that's why it is obvious, and that's why he's receiving all these accolades for the past week. Before we talk about Liverpool and lifting the trophy in the cup ceremony yesterday, it's 1 year to go to the Tokyo 2021 Olympics. 2020 Olympics in 2021. It's 1 year to go. And Cecilia expectedly was subdued celebrations. Typically, when you're counting down a year to go, it's always comes with a lot of razzmatazz, a lot of, but they can't do that now because there's still COVID out there surging every day, even in Tokyo. When are we going to get off this?
I certainly do not know, really, but subdued celebrations, subdued emotions, the atmosphere is not that really exciting, electrifying, you want to say, because it's obvious reasons, and we still have to be very careful. We still can't gather in large numbers. It's quite difficult, and I really pray, because if COVID, God forbid, if COVID gets into 2021, then we might be looking at the possibility of maybe another postponement or cancellation altogether. But we're not hoping that.
No, not at all.
We're not really believing that will be the case, because the Olympics must happen. I mean, for all the athletes who have prepared for 4 years, 5
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
They dreamt of an opportunity to represent their country at a competition like this. You really feel for them. It didn't happen this year, but certainly we hope it will happen next year.
And that's what, Organizing Committee Chief Executive Toshiro Mutu yesterday was talking about the fact that pandemic or no pandemic, they're sure that they're going to host the Olympics in 2021.
Wow.
So
no, can't be
that's
so
what he
sure
was
yet.
saying, but he knows that that time would have been easy. You wouldn't have so much the way it is right now. You just have fewer cases and all that. Symbol of hope, that's what we're all expecting. Okay, let's leave the Olympics now and quickly get into other issues of the day. Talking about what George, George, the story that, Rangers International were able to fulfill their promise, being able to, issue that check and everything. But one person has been talking about him. I'm talking about Salisu. That's the guy, he actually coached him during the Chan team. And he said something that actually caught my attention. He says clubs were actually looking to sign him, at that time after the Chan and all the pyramids of Egypt and all that were actually coming for him until the unfortunate incident happened. And they also made mention of the fact that clubs also need to ensure their players paying settlement is not enough. But then you can, Shooting Stars, for instance, settle Izu and all that. Canopilas, of course, we've seen all those settlements and all. But the insurance is key, different from insuring the players.
And Monday, if you're running a professional football league, this should be a normal...
It shouldn't be
news. It shouldn't be news. But in all fairness, because of the kind of system we operate, because of the way of doing things that the culture around here, I had to pinch myself a little bit to be sure this came from an MPFL club because it is outstanding. It's absolutely outstanding, and Rangers have to be given credit because I hope that other clubs will be looking at it and say, I've always said the MPFL is not a finished article yet, but I think we're getting there. And when you see signs like this, when you see Rangers lead from the front like this, you're hoping that other clubs will see. Nobody is praying for eventualities. Nobody's praying for cases. Nobody's praying for problems. But you've got to do the right thing. And I think Rangers have done so well. And believe it or not, there are a lot of players who will be thinking, I want to play for that club.
Why would you want to play when welfare is...
I want to play for that club.
Is at the top of their priorities.
Exactly. I want to be a part of what they're doing because when you see a club show a lot of affection, if you like, to a former player like that and their family, it is quite fantastic. And I'm very proud of Rangers. And I've got to say that I'm not a Rangers fan, but I'm proud of what they've done. I'm really proud because, we sit here and when clubs don't do well, we bash them. We tell them, no, you shouldn't do like that. But this is something that is very commendable. And by our standards around here, that's doing something well.
All right, then let's, Salisu Yusuf, Rangers coach, still is. Right.
Still Rangers coach.
All right, then Salisu Yusuf.
I want to be sure.
Salisu Yusuf has been just recounting his experience with the player, Ifeanyi George, as well as calling on every other team in the Nigerian Professional Football League to emulate what Rangers have done.
He was in my Chan team, but that time we had 2 high goal scorers, and they're playing better than him, so he was dropped. And I came to Rangers, and he picked. He has done very well, playing best football of his life. You understand? And we are all hope that maybe at the end of the season he can have a contract, because the other team were even asking of his profile, pyramid, because he did very well, and it was just very sad. It's supposed to be just that's why it's supposed to be professional. It's insurance, and everything's supposed to insure its players, its backroom staff, everybody that is connected in the team, so that people now can do their job with everything. That even after I died, something my family can have something. Even my wife, my children can defend. You understand? It's supposed to be normal. It's just in our settings. But I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing that other teams now will see, because we lost somebody in Nasra, we lost Chinedi Doji. All this didn't happen.
Salisu Yusuf there, reiterating the importance of ensuring players and staff of the Nigerian Professional Football League. Let's go to England now, where there's no problems about that at all. In the English Premier League, everything is all... things are in place in terms of welfare for players to bring their best to the table. Liverpool, finally, after 30 years, lifted the trophy, the Premier League trophy, for the first time. Jordan Henderson, you can see him in your picture there, the first Liverpool captain to do this, so it's going down in history, definitely. Monday. I mean, what more can you say? Liverpool, the fact that they had to wait 30 years. Sometimes I think about it and I cannot believe it, but it is what it is. That's what happened. And but finally, they got over the line. They didn't start, by the way, as well, because yesterday I said they were on the beach mentally. But guess what? They weren't on the beach. Chelsea were on the beach for I don't know why. Chelsea have the Champions League spot to play for, but on the day, Liverpool did it in style, 5-3. Jurgen Klopp, look at him there, looking very happy, and all the players as well. I mean, they're going to go down as legends. You know, these players, a lot of them might not be individually the best, but they will go down as legends for bringing the title home.
Absolutely, straight into the Liverpool folklore, because what they've done in 30 years is quite amazing. You look at some of the players and you're thinking the last time Liverpool won a league title, top flight title, a lot of these players were not born.
Right.
And to be able to do what they've done. And about the game yesterday, it's a real shame that the fans were not in the stadium. It was a game that was crying and begging for fans in the stadium. It was such a super football match that both teams showed great spirits. It was end-to-end. The last goal that Oxlade-Chamberlain scored was just a great testament to what Liverpool have done this season, the real energy. We've criticized them for the past few games, not really turning up, but yesterday they played with real spirit. They played like the Liverpool we know, and it's amazing. They put up a show after, and it was quite amazing. The light show, the presentation, it was just amazing just to see Liverpool win the title. And I was having a chat with somebody yesterday, and I said, Liverpool have had better players and they didn't win the league.
That's what I was saying.
They've had better players. There was an era where they had Robbie Fowler, they had Michael Owen, they had Steve McManaman, Jamie Carragher, Gerrard was coming through the ranks, there was Didi Hamann. They had such a brilliant side. In 28-29, they almost won the title against with Man United, with Suarez in the side. Had a brilliant team, but this side, it's just different. It just... There's something about Jurgen Klopp and what he's done with this Liverpool side. And I read something once when he was asked about his views on attacking players, defending, and he said that he always asks his players, are you Messi? He said, no. Are you Ronaldo? He said, no, you have to defend. That the only two players who are exempted from defending is Ronaldo and Messi. So you see that togetherness, the way they play as a unit, the defending numbers, the attacking numbers. Right. And what can you say about Trent Alexander-Arnold? I was asking someone yesterday, is he a fullback or is he a winger or is he a playmaker?
He's a fullback.
It's just amazing. You look at the Liverpool side. There have been talks about Jordan Henderson winning the player of the season. I don't quite agree. Henderson has been fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Who should win it?
But I'll give the player of the season to Mane all day, every day of the week. Because this season, Mane has stepped up to the plate. Mane has showed that last season it was Salah. This season has been Mane. Mane has just stepped up a notch a little bit and scored some very important goals this season. But it's unfair to name a player in this team in terms of giving accolades. It's very unfair because there's not a single footballer in this Liverpool side who has not made a contribution to the title this season.
Even
because
Naby Keita,
it's quite amazing. Absolutely. It's amazing. And like Tyler said, what can you say about Liverpool that's not been said before?
We can say that Alexander-Arnold has got 13 assists this season. That's the highest by any defender in Premier League history.
Got the same last season.
12 last season.
12 last season, 13 this season.
Even increased it.
And he's not number 10.
Okay. Let's listen to Klopp, you know, his joy and his happiness. He's still in celebratory mood, and the fact that they were also able to celebrate with their families, but then our fans were not at the stadium. Welcome back. Frank Lampard, I mean, the game, we need to talk about, because I was looking at the fact that when Pulisic actually came on to the game, there was a difference. And my question is, why is he acting like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? I mean, you have some players that you feel, okay, these guys can actually give me something different. Why not just start him? Olivier Giroud, fine, he came on, he did something good. But you had to change the three front line and maybe brought another three. And there was a little bit of changes in the game, but then it was a little too late for him to do that. Now, Pulisic guy, I mean, what he has brought to Chelsea, more like the Hazard that left.
He looks the part. He looks like he's got something about him, and he brings pace and intensity. And the minute he came on, you could see that there was a bit of zip about the way Chelsea played the game in the second half, and great credit to him, the assist for Tammy Abraham and the finish. And someone said he could have taken his shot earlier. I said, great players always find that extra second, that extra minute. When everyone is going crazy, great players find the calmness in the final third, and that's what Pulisic. He's not a great player yet, but I think he will be a great player. And I do not know why Frank Lampard is not quite comfortable with his front line, because clearly they've made some signings in the summer, and he's not comfortable because I think he wants a bit more pace up front. Giroud doesn't offer you pace; he offers you physicality and height.
Yeah, height, aerial prowess, and all that. But Chelsea haven't had a problem with scoring goals this season. The issues have been at the back.
Shipping
goals. Anyways, I'll get your thoughts on that. Now, let's get the post-match thoughts of Frank Lampard. Despite the loss, he's seen a few positives to take out of it. Yes,
Okay.
Up next for Chelsea, Wolves on the last day. They have it in their hands, so all they have to do is just beat Wolves, and they will be qualifying for the UEFA Champions League. Before we leave Chelsea quickly, Kepa is getting a lot of stick, especially on social media. I know he's not been too convincing this season, but yesterday, can you fault him for any of the goals, really?
No, you can't, really. Chelsea defensively have been an absolute shambles.
Free kick.
No chance. Two goalkeepers, and they won't keep that out. It was an absolute.
So why is he getting all this stick?
Kepa is not world class, and
True.
He's a good goalkeeper, but he's not dependable. And when you want to win titles, you want to have a steady back four and a goalkeeper that has got the confidence of his defense, and the defense have got the confidence on him.
Okay.
That's the problem with Chelsea. The goalkeeper is not confident of the defenders are not confident of the goalkeepers. Well. And there's a big distortion in that Chelsea backline, and I'm sure Lampard will be looking at reinforcing in that particular department.
Really? After paying £72 million for this guy,
Liverpool paid Barcelona paid £140 million for Coutinho. It didn't work.
Yeah,
They're shipping him out.
Yeah. Wow.
That's how big clubs behave.
Cut your losses, man.
Exactly. That's how big clubs behave.
Let's talk about another coach also who is also learning. The game against West Ham, it was a great game. It was supposed to be a great game. It was supposed to be the game that they would feel, okay, let's win this. And of course, on the final, they would just relax and enjoy the moment. But right now, they need a draw to get it. Always a reaction to the game. Let's just listen to him. Pogba's hand, he had to defend his face. I mean, he doesn't want to suffer concussion.
It's a reflex reaction.
It's a reflex.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone says you should have dodged, bent down and all.
He could have, right?
He could have. The proximity between where the ball was shot and where he stood, probably could have dodged it. Probably just
flush on the face as well.
No, you can't take that on the face.
You can't take that. I mean,
it will knock you out.
Really?
And I think he could have dodged it, probably duck under the ball, but it was a reflex action, really.
It is.
But it's a penalty.
I played one funny exhibition game one time. I was the goalkeeper, and when I saw the shot at penalty coming, I left the post. I mean,
so imagine Declan Rice firing a missile at you. I don't think anyone's blaming.
But you just have to.
You know, as a manager,
let it go.
You get so frustrated because you're thinking, this guy gets paid a lot of money.
Yeah. And interestingly,
take that back on the head.
Exactly, he could have done it. He's not going to kill Pogba. Interestingly, Pogba actually apologized after the game, so he's taking responsibility for it.
Yeah, he has taken the responsibility. Anyways, waiting final day against Leicester, all you have to is just to draw and get Champions League. If you don't, back to 5th.
Shout out to the West Ham as well.
Yeah, West Ham, of course. I mean,
David Moyes looked like he had a bit of score to settle with United.
Of course, it does.
You fired me after 10 minutes. So you
didn't give me the time you're giving Ole.
Ole, yeah, he's really done better all the while.
Anyways, let's go to West Brom before we go to the papers. West Brom back in the league after 2 years. Slaven Bilic, when they made their appointment, I knew they stood a very good chance of coming back. And it's done just that. And Nigeria's own Shemi Ajayi will be playing in the Premier League next season.
Great ambition shown by West Brom when they took Slaven Bilic. He's done a great job. So congratulations to Shemi Ajayi, and looking forward to seeing the Baggies back in the big time.
Baggies, the black country.
Baggies are back. We can't wait for Ajayi. That's our concern there. Okay, let's go straight to the papers now and talk about, start with Sporting Live, because it's all about Liverpool, everyone. Mbappe to stay at PSG next season. And the story of Osimhen will be unveiled on Friday. Amen. Hallelujah. If he happens to become the most expensive African player in Europe. We are waiting for that unveiling. That's what we're waiting for. So, yeah, please sign him and let's just keep the news. Yeah, Napoli may unveil Osimhen tomorrow. He's still here on Sporting Sun. That's still the same story, and it's all about Liverpool and CR7 targeting more records. Let's go to Complete Sport. What do we have?
All right, then. Liverpool league title after 8-goal thriller. Messi robbed of 7th Ballon d'Or win. Really? Come on, guys. Napoli to unveil Osimhen on Friday. Ajayi joins Ndidi Iwobi in the Premier League. Onyekuru is talking as well. Club form not a guarantee for Eagles call-up. Sane urges Alaba to snub City. Wants him to remain at Bayern. Atletico won't sell All Black below £109 million. So this is a guy Chelsea are rumored to want to get in place of Kepa, but £109
Pay the money.
pounds.
Pay the money.
Pay the money. Okay.
Pay the
For
money.
a goalkeeper.
Pay the man, get him.
You're getting, in my opinion, the best goalkeeper in the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you're getting.
Wow.
Pay the money and get him. All right, I hope it's going to fit into the Premier League setting. Let me quickly
course,
take
we won't
just
have a
2
problem
tweets
with that.
before we leave the studio. Pat says Liverpool deserve the cup. It's not a fluke. Champions League and now Premier League shows that hard work pays over time. Good coach and good team spirit. I'm just happy my team, Man United, didn't give Liverpool any guard of honor. They played it before that. Chelsea had to be at Anfield to watch. That's painful. Wale Moses says, congratulations. Hopefully he gets to coach the national team someday. That is talking about Emmanuel Egbo. Well, Neobon, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Appreciate your
Absolute
time.
pleasure, guys.
Yeah, appreciate your time. Yeah.
I love the fun when I come around.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. I'm Cecilia Omogwedu. Have a good day.
I am Taya Salam. See you tomorrow.